some parents are arrested for letting their kid just kind of walk on their own at 8, 9, 10 years old in their neighborhood.
No, that was the big story this past year was the mom in Georgia, Brittany Patterson, who actually just left her kid at home with his grandpa. Everybody forgets that grandpa was home. And he was supposed to stay home while she took another kid to the doctor. And instead, the 10-year-old had the temerity, nobody's ever done this before in the history of the world, to leave the house without telling grandpa and walk to town. And because somebody saw him out on the street and even asked him, "Are you okay?" "Yeah, I'm fine." Nonetheless, that passerby felt compelled to call the cops. And the cops picked him up. And what was interesting was that when they called the mom, does your mom know you're out here? "No, I left the house." "Okay, let's call her." And they asked her, "Do you know where your son is?" And she said, "Yeah, he's home with grandpa." And they said, "Oh, no, he's not." And what kind of terrible mom are you? You don't know where your kid is. So this is when it starts becoming like, if you're not constantly aware of everything that your kid is doing, seeing, eating, watching, reading, walking to, somehow that's bad. And what was really interesting, first of all, was the incredible fact that she was arrested in front of her kids, hands behind the back, put into handcuffs and hauled off to jail for the crime of not knowing where her 10-year-old was when she was taking another kid to the doctor. But in terms of our discussion tonight, when Child Protective Services came to her home, because this was such a scandal, they told her that she had to sign a safety plan. And part of the safety plan was that she would always let the children know when she was leaving the house, and that she would always have the kids tell her when they were leaving the house, and that she had to install a tracker on her phone in front of the social worker, because that way we could guarantee, the state could guarantee, that she was tracking her kid. And it's like, since when did it become illegal not to know exactly where your kids are at every single moment? And I think that is the moment that it became illegal.